All right, we've got 1 week left till the Derby, and we are far from being done. We've got a ton of work to do on these cars. We spent most of the morning at Willbur's house. He was gathering some parts up for his car. So I think we're ready to finish these up. Hopefully things go well. We're not even sure if they run yet, so we will see how we do. Let's get after it. All right, small little update on Willbur's car. We forgot that we had to weld in the gussets just in all the corners. Added a little bracket to bolt his seatbelt to. He's working on a fuel cell holder. Not really a protector, huh? But a holder.
Just a holder.
And then you got your bumper ready, don't you?
It's ready. I got to do a little grinding.
A little grinding, clean up a little bit, and we'll put the bumper on this thing. And then real quick, we got our parts in the mail finally. So this is what I've ran for years. I'd like to get a little nicer tanks, but the good old Amazon tank's good. The only thing I would recommend for Derby purposes is I take some automotive fuel rated glue, form a gasket. This is the stuff I get. Seems to work pretty good and it don't fall apart when gas hits it. It resists gasoline, oil, and grease. The cap don't come off or anything, it just is loose enough that it splashes out. So I just take some of that gasket maker and seal her up good, and then, I don't know, you guys have probably seen, I've got a funnel that threads onto here and fill them up that way. So, what do you think, Reg? Did you get an Anyway, fuel cells here. I gotta build a little bracket to hold my roof sign. We'll do that. I gotta do some work in the cab, but we're gonna start putting parts in this thing today, get it running. Also, we're not allowed to run solids, so I've got these little trailer tires. I don't know, never ran them before. I should have went and got donuts, but I didn't really care to drive anywhere to go find donuts at a scrapyard, so I bought these trailer tires. They were like 60 bucks on Amazon. Tubeless, which isn't great. I probably should get them tubed, but I don't really care. So all I gotta do is roll back there. So let me know what you guys think on that, if them are any good or not. Anyway, we're gonna get after it today. Hopefully get this thing up and running. All right, little update. I got this is something you Camry guys need to make sure you do if you're running the stock pedal. So you'll have that little little tin insert thing right there. I always weld a plate over that so the factory pedal doesn't shove through the floor, because I've had that happen when the throttle's stuck the rest of the show. So ever since then, I've always just welded a little patch over the floor if you're running the stock pedal. So anyway, we got that done. We got our little seat belt bracket done. That's just what I do. Got our roof sign holder done. Wilbur's just bolting his halo down to the roof. Got a battery box in Wilbur's car. Good buddy of mine starting up a little small business of his own. C-Dubs Fab and Repair. That's who I have make all my stuff, like battery boxes. He does wheels. Any fabrication needs, he's on it. He does really good work. So he built the big box in this car. So check him out on Facebook. C-Dubs Fab and Repair. He does a really good job. But anyway, yeah, we're doing pretty good now. I'm gonna start putting parts in this thing. So one more thing I gotta do before I start putting the parts in is this hole in the firewall. I like to open it up a little more and then line it with rubber, just so you don't have any fuel lines break. Wilbur's already got his done, so I can kind of show you. Maybe. That's what we do, just so the fuel lines and stuff are nice and safe. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna hurry and do real quick. Cut that hole out a little bigger, line it with some rubber, and we are ready to start putting parts in this thing. All right, so I just trim a little bit. This hole's a little smaller than normal too, because we're not allowed a trans cooler, so I'm not gonna have any coolant lines going through there. But yeah, we like to open that hole up a little more and line it with some rubber to keep our fuel lines and stuff safe. So you ready to run these things, or?
Yeah. Yep.
So then we take an old piece of radiator hose. I like to save all the radiator hoses off of these cars. Just cut it open like this, Be kind of impossible to do one-handed. Just like that. And then I'll usually just put a squirt of silicone in there, kind of between the firewall and the piece itself. And that'll hold it in good enough so it don't fly out. But yeah, that's how we keep that kind of safe, because you don't want fuel spilling in your car, obviously. All right, little update. We've been hard at it, or I have been anyway. Willbur got quite a bit done. He ended up having to leave. Fuel cell holder thingamajig, it's in. He did a lot of stuff up front, got some, like his loop kit put in, kind of got his transmission lines and stuff all ran. He is pretty much ready to go, but he didn't have his parts here today. He's gonna, like fuel line and stuff, he forgot them, and his battery cables and stuff, or it would be running today as well. So he took off a little early. He had some other stuff to do. I have been going to town on this car. I got to get some bolts for the fuel cell so it's not bolted down, but everything is ran. Got our fuel pump. We're running a E2000 Amazon pump. Anyway, we got everything rigged up. I'm going to hurry and do a test fire, and then if it runs, I will go through and show exactly how I kind of wired this car up, and I'm thinking she'll do pretty good, I hope. I've even got the computer kind of secured and stuff, so same with mine. We're running a loop kit for the water, got the thermostat, we got everything just kind of tied up good here. So yeah, let's finally see if the old wire car is going to fire up for us. I'm super stoked. That's a couple hours of work. Hopefully it pays off, but we shall see. Okay, Reg, I need you to move, bud.
Why?
We're going to fire this thing up, hopefully. So I'd like to run that fuel pump until I hear air bubbles in the tank, and then like let it really pressure up, and then I like to check my fuel fittings where they're at, just to make sure nothing's leaking, and I don't see nothing leaking. So let's give her a test fire, bud.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Okay, it might be kind of loud, so if you want to plug your ears, you can. Hell yeah, buddy. All right, so pretty happy with that. This car was in a collision. I don't really know much about it. I drove it home from my parents. I drove like, I don't know, 20 minutes probably. Drove it home. Didn't have a single issue driving, so it felt pretty good. Something I'm trying. So you guys, I'm asking your opinion on this, you guys that build Camrys and know what you're doing more than me. This vacuum that goes to your brakes, I have always unhooked it and plugged it off. That car, as you can see right there, them brakes are awesome right now. They are very, very good, as they would be. Do you guys run this vacuum, or do you take it off and plug it? I've plugged it forever. I've never actually left it hooked up. I know these motors will run without it. Like if this line were to break or whatever, it'll stay running. That shouldn't take me out. It don't run as good, but let me know what you think, because I really like having that kind of braking power, especially when it comes to maneuverability. You know, if you've got brakes that are like that, and you can kind of dodge people that way. That's awesome. So let me know what you think. If you think it's going to cause more harm than good, I'll delete it. It's no big deal. I've got a disaster of Wilbur's car. We've got stuff everywhere. So no test drive for today. And to be honest, I don't think we're quite ready. I need to go through the vacuum lines and stuff, plug it off, but it runs pretty good. It seems to rev really good. A little rundown of how I set everything up in my Camry. Some of you guys, a lot of this is probably stuff that I don't do as well as most anyway, but some of you guys have asked, so I'm going to show you. Got our normal fuel system in there, fuel cell, whatever. Goes into an inline fuel pump. Okay, that fuel pump is a E2000 off of Amazon. I can't remember the exact PSI that it pushes, but that's what I run on the return cars. Like I said, if you have a tank that's built for Camry pumps, or you can modify one, use the stock pump for sure. Stock pumps, you know, they're in the car for a reason. They're engineered to work with the motor, and that's the way to go. I will say though, if for whatever reason you can't make that work, like me, that E2000 pump is a good one and it's cheap on Amazon. So I've never had one fail. Like I said, don't take that as they never fail, because I'm sure they do. I have never had one fail. So anyway, fuel lines come in, you know, you'll on this older style car, you'll have a direct fuel line that goes in, and then a return line that goes back to the tank. The incoming fuel line will have crimped ends on, and the return line will just have like a regular little clamp holding it on the fuel rail. So that's how you can tell. And you could also tell by if you hook them up backwards, it won't run. So as far as electrical goes, I always run the alternator. Some of you guys probably don't, which that's kind of up to however you want to build your car. Alternator though, it's the center wire off of your plug. Cut it, run it to here, and then that wire obviously goes back to the positive. If you do that, I always unhook my battery cables. They say that it can run your battery dead or ruin the alternator. I don't know if that's true. There's been times after derbies or whatever, I'll leave the battery hooked up all the way home, and then the next morning I go, oh shoot. Never had a problem, but that's how I wire up the alternator. What else? The computer, I said in the last video, as far as the engine harness goes, get on Zach's Workshop on YouTube. Zach's Workshop is the name of the channel. He has a lot of good videos, and that's the harness that I do. He has an instruction video on how to wire them. Follow that to a T, and that's how I do mine. So for this car, no switch box, so I've just got a power wire off of the positive, and that's one of these two. I can't remember. This one of these wires comes down, is tied to the computer. This black wire goes to the computer, this white one goes to the fuel pump. I just tied them together and then had a pigtail coming up. So I'll twist these two together, and then this wire, you touch it up here to the power, and that's what actually cranks the car. So that wire comes down through the firewall, and then down here on the front of the starter, you'll have your main power wire right here. Obviously, this little wire above it, I just, you know, use, and I know people tease me. I don't use butt connectors. I've had too many come apart. I'm sure it's user error, but I use wire nuts. But anyway, that little wire is your solenoid wire that you put 12 volts to it, and that engages the starter. So that's that. I don't really touch anything to do with this. I've actually never ran a car that has a this. Usually there's another like coil, external coil that has a wire coming to it. But I don't touch any of it. I just secure it up good so it don't move, and that's that. I run the stock throttle cable, stock brakes. What else is there? I moved the map sensor up here. Just, I don't know why. Just so it's disconnect. You want that kind of stuff hooked to the engine itself, because if the engine moves, or you know, the frame bends and the engine moves a little, it can pull things apart. So if all the critical things are bolted to the motor, everything will move with the motor. So and then you just got your regular old cable shifter. You guys know all about them, I'm sure. Pretty self-explanatory there. I don't know. I think that's about it really for the wiring. There's not much to it really. I mean, I kind of just, you guys asked, and that's how I do it. There's nothing special about what I do. I know it's not as good as it should be. So a lot of people are really talented with what they do, and I just I figured out something that works for me and stuck with it since. I make little changes here and there, but that's about it. So hopefully this isn't too long-winded. I hope you guys like this. when the engine's running, go through and, you know, spray around the intake. And that'll just make sure, you know, if the idle goes up, then obviously you got a leak somewhere. So, and I mean, take it for a drive. I drive my derby car. I bet my neighbors love me because once they're done, I drive them up and down the driveway as much as I can. And I'm not like railing on them or anything. I just make sure that everything is running good. The biggest thing in a derby, in my opinion, that it's got to run well. I don't care if it's the toughest car out there. If it doesn't run good, you're not going to win. So make sure it runs good first of all. So that's pretty much that though on my setup. There's nothing special I do. It's all pretty much any guy that runs Camry is going to tell you to do the same stuff. So they might have a little better execution of that stuff, but and then also the transmission lines. I see a lot of posts on Facebook on the Camry pages and stuff saying, do I loop them, do I plug them? So I've never ever plugged them. I used to run them just like literally the way they are from factory. I'd cut them off or take the hose off of one end out of the radiator and then loop it to the other metal line. The 2 times I did that, I blew up a transmission. Like 2 times in a row, 2 transmissions in a row, and they were full of oil and everything. 2 in a row, done. Since then, I've been running an NLR cooler. I haven't had one burn up since. So, and old reliable motor. For those of you that have been along for the ride on this channel, this motor and trans has been through a lot. So, this class, I'm actually not allowed a cooler. So I just got, it's not necessarily a cooler at all. It's just a longer loop kit, just trying to get a little extra oil in there. So hopefully that works. I don't really know if it will. I would definitely, and some guys plug them and have luck. I don't see how that could work because that oil doesn't leave the transmission. It's going to get hot really fast. So, but then again, I'm not a mechanic. I've never tried plugging them. Maybe that is the way to go. I've never had the balls to do that. So, and that's the one downside with Camrys is transmission lines are right here close. You get hit there, smash them off. That happened to my wife last year at one of the shows, and yeah, transmission no more. So I guess I'm wrong. I have had a transmission burn up, but I don't know if it really burned. It ran out of oil. So, but anyway, a little long-winded. That's kind of the how-to. Hopefully that scratches the itch of more detail on how I do it. I'm really not one to ask. I kind of just copy what I've seen other people do with their Camrys, and it works. So, but yeah, I'm really stoked. She fired right up, and I'm pretty thrilled about it, to be honest. Which car do you think is going to do better? You guys. They're pretty well the same car, but Willbur got some differences. He's cutting some corners a little bit. Not really, but those of you guys that have followed the build, let me know which one you think is going to do well. Also, this is a little debate me and Willbur have had. Who's a better driver between me and Willbur? That's because I'm not going to lie, he surprises the hell out of me sometimes, especially when it comes down to me and him. Holy schmoly. But let me know what you guys think on that. Who's a better builder, me or Will? Or not builder, let's be honest. Who is a better driver out in the arena, me or Willbur? You think I'm the better driver? I think you're the best driver in the whole group, bud.
Yep. And I won my first derb.
You won your first derb this year, huh?
Yeah, but I won 2. One with Mad Dog and one with
You got Mad Dog?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Now come show you.
But anyway, I will see you guys in the AM. We'll get a bumper on this thing. All right, new day in the shop here. We're gonna try and finish these cars up today, yeah? Wilbur's just got to do some electrical, fuel lines, that kind of stuff. Do some motor mount work.
Make sure this thing runs.
Yeah. Bumpers and hoods, that's about all that's left. So we're gonna get after it. His will be wired up pretty much the same as mine. The shifter, I'll figure out a way to block out park on that. But other than that though, they're pretty well done. So we're gonna get to work real quick. See what we can do. All right, well, we got all the wiring pretty well ran. We still gotta obviously clean it all up, secure things up, but we're about ready for test fire, ain't we?
Just about.
Got some gas in it. Still got to seal his pump up, but we're gonna wait and make sure it works first. So here we go. Let's see if this thing will run. No cool noises out of this motor. Got the old factory header on it still, huh?
Factory header.
Okay.
Ready?
We're gonna hold on. Is your fuel pump on?
Yep.
Make sure you're not leaking or anything. Okay. Are you in park?
I think so.
As far as you know, have your foot on the brake in case. Oh.
Oh yeah, we gotta weld that.
Got to plug that EGR line.
Hey, it
fired up.
Around, you know.
We forgot to weld the EGR shut, so we're gonna hurry and weld that little pipe.
You sounded a little rough.
But fired up, dude. It fired up. Whew.
I feel good about it.
Make sure your brakes are working first, please. They should. If it's anything like mine, we're doing the same thing on Willbur's. We're gonna try it. Running the, unless you guys say we ought to delete it. We've got time to delete it, but boy, they sure work really well.
I've ran it like that before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I ran them.
Is it nice?
I thought so.
Does it rob you of much power?
No, I didn't notice anything. Remember Cassidy's car?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Callie ran it like that.
Yeah. Okay,
My
ready?
bad. Yep. I would say plug your ears, Reg, but look at them brakes. All right, this is not the best practice, I know, but
Oh, this is.
we just welded that shut. Kind of hard to see. Took care of the vacuums that weren't happy, and it does seem to run pretty damn good now. So now we're gonna hurry and slap a bumper on his car. We're allowed 2 6-inch by 2-inch plates to hold the bumper on, so we can't shorten the frame at all. So we're just gonna weld a square tube right on the rails and add our two little plates to each side.
I got a fancy pointed bumper though.
Yeah, this bumper was brand new last year. Square tube. He's gonna mount it. Let's see, turn that thing. Gonna mount it this way. So it's got a bit of a bend in it. Pretty crazy. But yeah, we're gonna get it on there next. And that's about it for your car. We gotta cut the hood out. So pretty stoked. They're coming along. You guys definitely need to let me know which car you think's gonna do better. I asked him, you weren't here. I asked him to tell us who's the better driver
Oh, geez.
out of us two. You won the 2 biggest shows last year though, but anyway, I'm interested to see what they think.
Thanks for that one.
All right, we got the bumper tacked on. It's kind of not awesome, but being bent like that and not being able to chop the rails at all, we got some pretty major gappage going. So we're allowed some filler rods, so we'll use some fillers, fill the gaps up, and get her welded up. So let's do that. All right, we got Willbur's bumper on. So like I said, we're just allowed 2 little plates to help hold it on. Hopefully it stays on. I didn't even bother welding the bottom. If you want it welded, he can climb under there.
Fine.
Weld it himself. That'll be good. So now all that's left to do on Willbur's car is put the hood on. Like I said earlier, I think it was this video, we're not even allowed to tie the hood down yet with a 9-wire. So we'll just bolt it to the factory hinges and get all the holes ready for at the show. And hopefully we pass inspection.
Should be.
And we'll spend a little bit of time at the show 9-wiring. So pretty stoked though. I think it turned out okay. So what's left really? put the hood on, right? Oh, we got to
Motor
do
mount.
some motor mount stuff.
Trans.
We're allowed to chain the motor and transmission down, so we're just going to use 9-wire because chain's expensive. 9-wire that motor and transmission down a little bit. Hopefully the motor mount game on this is kind of shitty. I'm not used to not being able to build some, but and then we'll get going on mine again. All that's left on mine is same thing pretty much. Put the bumper on, put the hood on, and we're ready. So, and then we can run these things around, see which one's faster. All right, we got everything pretty much done except for some small tidy up things. Wilbur's ready for an official test drive on his wire car.
Ready?
Come here, bud.
Stand back, dude.
Like I said, we can't put the hood, we can't secure the hood till after inspection. Little misfire. He's starting to warm up a little bit now. Hopefully, you never know with the old beater cars. That's what this car was a little beater car for a high school kid. So, pretty stoked for old Willbur here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really enjoying the wire class. How's the little beater feel, brother?
Pretty good.
It sounds weird without a header.
Yeah, it does.
Looks pretty aggressive.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Oh yeah. Well, sweet.
Yeah.
We'll slap a window bar on this thing.
Window bar, and I'll go get my truck and trailer, and I'll get it out of your way.
She's done. Very good.
Like it.
Gotta love the dude. I honestly think I enjoy the wire class more
Me too.
than the. I like weld, but damn,
I like building these.
that's
a piece of
fun.
cake.
That's fun. So, if any of you guys
And
have, those of you that have never drove a car before, derby car, this class right here,
yeah.
if they have wire class minis around you, oh, anybody can build one of these. So, hell yeah, let's finish them up. All right, Wilbur's going to grab his trailer. His car is completely done. So we just slapped a good old fence post for a window bar, and that's about it. He did some tidying up. He's got more to do. Got to secure the computer, put some padding in it and the seat belt, and he is ready to go. So all that stuff's at his house. So pretty good build. Let me know what you guys think. It was quick and it was easy. It was fun. But that's Wilbur's wire car. So we're gonna go take 5 for a sec. He's gonna be coming back to load this up, get it out of my driveway finally. We're gonna go take lunch break real quick, and we got to get a bumper on this and the hood on, and we are done. So pretty stoked. They're coming together. All right, it's warm today. Finally some summer weather. We're kicking ass. We're getting stuff done. I got the front end completely ready to go. Got all that garbage cut out of the way. I just kind of ran some 9-wire around my motor mount. It's about all we can do. It's either that or chain. Hopefully that's good enough. But yeah, this old bumper's been around for years and years. It's getting pretty hammered. This might be its last car. It's pretty bent, as you can see, but I was gonna flip it around, run it the other way, try and bend it back, but as much stuff as I'd have to clean off of it, it's kind of not really worth the time. So yeah, we're gonna slap that thing on and see how this thing looks. It's gonna look kind of goofy, but it's going good. We're gonna have these cars done today, and we are gonna be smashing in a few days. So I cannot wait. You guys will have to stay tuned for that. Hopefully me and Willbur have a little better go than we did last year at this show. I took a pretty gnarly wheel shot, and that ended my night. And Wilbur's Honda, for some reason, just kind of quit driving. No gears. It was running fine, but it wouldn't go anywhere. Got it back to the pits, fired it up, and it drove on the trailer. So we're hoping a couple of Camrys, something that we know hopefully it goes better. So yeah, let's get the bumper on this thing and wrap these things up. All right, well, we got the bumper done. Obviously got the hood on it with the holes blown, so we're ready for it to show. Did some motor mount stuff. I think I already said that. Window bar, we just did a piece of 9-wire. Good enough. But the time is finally here. It's finally my turn. Willbur got to drive his. It's finally my turn to drive mine. So I'm gonna put some water in it and we'll see how she goes. Hopefully all is well. It's a little late in the game. Derby's in a couple days, so hopefully it runs good.
There's that old fuel pump. You ain't gonna know what to do when you stop like that. What do you think, dude? That run good?
Pretty good, yeah. All right, well, that was a pretty successful test drive, I would say. I'm a little low on fuel at the moment, but we are pretty good to go. I got to put the seatbelt in it. Like I said, the seatbelt's at my mom and dad's house and one of my other cars. So yeah, when we take them down to go paint, I'll put the seatbelt in it. We'll throw some padding in it, and this thing will be good to go. So pretty stoked on how it turned out. Hopefully it performs well. Like I said, it's only my second wire car, so hopefully I did it right. I don't know. We'll see how the little trailer tires hold up. The car seems to handle great with the brakes and everything. Seems to rip pretty good. So yeah, I think we're good to go. I'm beat down. It's hot today. We got some t-ball games and stuff later today, so we're gonna go take it easy, finish out the weekend, and yeah, pretty much hang out a couple days till the Derby. So stay tuned if you guys want to see how these two cars fare in the Derby. Next week we'll have the video up from the Derb. Hopefully things go well, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.